Good afternoon, YouTube. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sending lots of love and positivity and happiness throughout your day and hoping that you get it and get whatever you want and ask for and manifest, right? Okay, so today's going to be a little different. I'm actually going to redo the videos of where I read my book. And I didn't read all of it. I didn't do all of it. But I'm going to start reading chapters, and it's a sci-fi book. It's pretty good if I say so myself, but that's why I'm doing it here, so you guys can actually comment and tell me if you like it or not. Yes, these are butterflies in my hair. Super cute. Got them off of Amazon. Okay. Chapter 1. This is like the 8th time I've done this, so like I know I'm going to do it. This is going to be the video that I'm not going to have to delete or pause, and I don't know how to edit it, so it will be so much better if I knew how to edit these videos so I could just pause if I mess up and redo it. Okay, but forget it. I was about to say the F word. We're about to do this shit one take for the 8th time. Okay. Chapter 1. It's dark. It's really dark. I can't even see my hands in front of my face. I can only hear my shallow breathing. It's so quiet. As I slowly inhale through my mouth, it calms me a little. I slowly start to reach my hand outwards, hoping for something tangible. A wall, a rail, a light switch, something. All I can feel is the cold, moist air in between my fingers. I feel like a mime trapped in a gigantic box trying to find where it ends. The feeling of being lost and alone filled my body like water in a cup. Panic starts to set in. As I shuffle my bare feet on the concrete floor, I stumble, losing my balance, stretching like a ballerina to find something sturdy besides the concrete floor below me. Nothing. As my hands land on the floor, a splash of water hits my face. Instantly, I get my wits back. I'm making too much noise. My voice trembles even inside my head as I ask myself, am I the only one down here? I tense up immediately. I stop breathing through my mouth. I practically stopped breathing altogether. I had to hear. If anything was out there, I had to know. Surely if someone was down here, they would have heard me already. The silence was practically unbearable until I noticed a glare out of the corner of my eye. I begin looking into the distance, and I see a tiny light, but it looks so far away. Squinting my eyes in hopes that it may be a rescue team, holding in my instincts to scream and yell for help, I look in silence. Because rescue teams usually don't travel with one light. My heart begins to race as I realize I won't be straining my eyes for long because it was getting bigger, coming closer, and it was fast. I barely blinked, and it was right in front of me, a doorway suspended in the air. The doorway was well lit inside. I even tried using some of the light from the doorway to look at my surroundings, but all I could see ahead was darkness. The doorway itself looked like an old, full-length oval mirror with wooden trim. As I peered inside, I see shelves of books everywhere, just like a library, an old library, but a library nonetheless. These books weren't just old. They were antique, leather-bound, some were handwritten, and all by original authors, from what I could see. I felt at peace just looking at them. Forgetting my current situation, beautiful is all I could think. In a trance-like state, barely being able to blink, let alone take my eyes away from this doorway, I start gazing across the shelves. I felt myself leaning towards the right. I freeze. not knowing how long my nerves can handle this, as my palms get colder and even more clammy. I hear a faint voice calling my name. Charlie. I look behind me. Nothing. Back at the doorway. Looking back at the doorway, my eyes scan through all the bookshelves towards the right of the doorway, and I hear my name again. This time, not so faint. Charlie. My heart is pounding in my chest. I begin looking towards the bottom of the bookshelf, and I see a small table with a book on it. When my eyes gazed upon this book, I knew it was the book that was calling my name, my soul. The book had a dusty cloth-like cover with red letters on it. As I try to read the title, the letters begin to bleed together into one big red blur. I rub my eyes vigorously with the back of my hand in disbelief, hoping there's something in my eyes to explain why I'm seeing this. I look again, and the title literally turns into a moving, opaque red frog in front of my face. Unbelievable. This is not possible, I thought to myself. First, a levitating doorway. Now this. I want to leave. I want to wake up in my bed. I want to see my family. I want all of this to disappear. If this is the truth, I don't want to know. As my eyes begin to open one more time, hoping that I'm dreaming, I see a man walking towards the book. As he picks up the book that was just calling my name, you can see his broad shoulders and athletic build even through his loose-fitting shirt. He was older, with salt and pepper hair and his 5 o'clock shadow. He looks well-traveled, and under those curly black locks are galaxies worth of wisdom to share. I looked up to him already. I knew he was here to help me, but with what? I have a normal life. I try not to get in trouble. As a million thoughts were traveling through my mind, he opens the book. I can't tell if he is reading aloud or just mouthing the words because I heard nothing. His lips stop moving as he looks up from the book, staring off into the distance. He's looking at someone or something. Everything is still for what seems like an eternity. In a flash, he slams the book closed and lets it fall on the floor. As soon as it hits the floor, a cloud of dust rose in the air from the book. The smoke rushed together like long-lost magnets in a string, almost like the smoke from the cherry of a cigarette. The string of dust glides up the man's dark jeans, up his bloody shirt. I couldn't tell if it was his blood or someone else's. The smoke started flowing seamlessly around his neck until it paused, like the calm before the storm. It drifts into the air around the strange man's neck as fast as a viper striking its prey. The smoke-like substance forces its way into his ears, mouth, nose, and even the small tear ducts of his eyes. I want to help him. I'm trying to help him. I can't move. I can't get in the doorway. I finally see his lips move, but it's only to scream in agony. I can't hear him. I can't hear him scream. I can only see. His hands race over his face as his body begins to convulse. In the midst of his pain, he drops to his knees, and everywhere the smoke entered started to glow. You see the focus on his face, even through the pain, as he tries to open his eyes. His eyes are open. He looks straight ahead at someone and begins to slide his dingy trench coat open, and before I can see what happens next, the doorway goes right through me, and back into the darkness I go. But not for long. I see another light in the distance. It doesn't seem as bright as the last one, but sure enough, it's another doorway. As I peer inside the doorway, I hear a crackling sound. All of a sudden, My foot sinks into what seems like quicksand. As my survival instincts kick in, I try to pull my foot out without success. It feels like I have a 50-pound weight tied around my ankle. I pull again and again and again. Nothing. As exhaustion and panic sets in, I fall on my right knee to try and get more leverage. So now what? I say to myself. I'm stuck on the corner of Hell and Main Street with a foot in quicksand and a knee on concrete. All I need is a wedding ring in my hand. Now, as I laugh in my head, realizing I haven't lost my sense of humor, guessing that's the last thing to go when you're losing your mind is humor, my foot sinks deeper. As I look around, I notice more than half the floor already turned into quicksand. My right knee drops. I scream for help as I grip the last piece of concrete for dear life. I feel my fingers starting to sink into the concrete as it slowly turns into sand. It's already over my waist at this point. All I can picture is my family, my life, and my twin brother. The sand is almost to my neck. As it weighs me down, my fingers start to slip. I fall, trying to get one last deep breath before it covers my head. This is it. As I'm counting these last few moments, the sand feels like a python wrapping around its prey. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Plays in my head on repeat. I feel the pressure to inhale, and I give in. Sucking in thousands of crystal-like substances, I feel my eyes bulge as it tears and shreds my esophagus. As it enters my lungs, feeling like someone fed me spoonsful of shattered glass. The tears start streaming in my swollen eyes. I cough and inhale more sand. I force my eyelids shut as I hear my heart beat in slow motion. My body starts to shake. As I open my eyes for what seemed like the last time, I see teal, the color of my bedroom ceiling. I immediately started gasping, coughing, and wiping the tears from my eyes, trying to calm myself down from the most intense dream I've ever had. Stay still. I stay still, soaking in the turquoise while thoughts of how vivid and real that dream was circles my head, replaying every part, knowing that the man's face is something that I will never forget. Watching the ray of sunshine peek through the blinds, I slide my body towards the sunny part of the bed, relaxing my mind and my body. I take a few deep breaths. I can smell the pancakes and bacon downstairs, which helps bring me back to reality. Thank you, Mom. She's a chef. I remember growing up every Monday, she would cook eggs, but she would mix it up, letting me and my twin brother pick which style of eggs we wanted to eat. One Monday, she made omelet style, which turned out to be my favorite. Finally, I decide to get out of bed. I head to the bathroom to get ready for the day, throwing water on my face while looking at the dark brown eyes in the reflection of the mirror as drops of water cascade from my cheeks all the way down the coils of my hair. I feel focused. Well, maybe it's a stomach issue. I laughed and smiled at myself. Charlie, bring your ass down here already, yelled my brother. He is older than me by 1 minute. Ali and I will be 18 in a few days. Super exciting. Every birthday we get a cake shaped like a sand timer. Ali's favorite flavor and color on the top half and mine on the bottom half. It's our mom's genius idea since we were born a minute apart. We're totally opposites. I'm opinionated, creative, adventurous, but low-key. Ali, on the other hand, got the brains and the bronze. Star quarterback, A student. He even could have graduated early, but decided he wanted us to walk together. I enjoy high school, so I wasn't in a rush. He is taking some college courses in high school because he's a little bit of a show off. But we're walking, graduating, and partying together. I've never been more prouder of him and vice versa. We have to push each other to be the best versions of ourselves, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Chapter 2 next week. Whew, that was rough. And I messed up a couple of times, but you guys get the picture. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe if you want to hear more. I'm still going to do it next week. Chapter 2 coming soon. All right, you guys. Thank you, fam. YouTube fam. I appreciate it. Have a great day.